IP head coach Joe Lombardi here with Jacobo Diaz and Devon Cottrell. Coach, if you could, start us off with an opening statement.
Sure. At the end of a game, whether you win or lose, it's usually both teams have something to say about the outcome, along with some other variables. But we didn't really. Took us a while to get comfortable, I think. We didn't play with the same comfort that we did yesterday and we needed to play with. Some of that is, we didn't have any road games. Part of it's we didn't have any road games where there was much of a crowd or much of a challenge, much of that type of atmosphere. But that was part of it. The other part of it is sometimes people just don't, it's hard to put together good games back to back, and that's part of the tournament. You got to try to survive the game. Everybody's going to have a bad game. You got to survive the one that you don't play that well. And we weren't able to do that against a really, and then a really good Fairmont team. And the other part of it is, Fairmont's just really talented. I said it last night. When we played them back in December, I said, we've been to the Elite Eight a couple times. That's an Elite Eight team. Okay, they're legitimate. They've been building that team for 4 years. Last year when they came up, they said they've been waiting 3 years to play that game, play us at their place. So they have seniors, juniors. They're well. The program is built to win this year. Okay, and I'm sure they'll be good in years to come too. But I think this was the year they had their eye on that they could really do something special. And to their credit, they came out. We tried to get some game pressure on them late and had some good looks and weren't able to make those shots. But what I like is that I think I told the guys I'm not happy now, but I got a lot of joy in my heart because I got a chance for 30 games to coach a bunch of champions, and the outcome of the game doesn't necessarily dictate whether you're championship worthy, and these guys are definitely worthy. And so, as a coach, you can't, that's what you hope for. So we went on a great journey this year. It was going to eventually end. We liked it to end. Played 4 more games, but just to have 2, we feel grateful and blessed, and obviously feel blessed to have these young men with me.
Questions?
Coach, their defense and what they were doing, particularly when Dante came out, put a big guy on your point guard. How difficult does that make it for you guys to get into the flow offensively?
To some degree, it was a lot of stuff though. That was a part of the game. They did a good job of making it harder on him. Obviously, if they watched last night's game, he's someone that, when we're at our best, really makes it go. Not only scores himself, but makes it go for other people. So you didn't need to be Pat Riley to kind of get the sky report and figure that one out. But they did a good job with pressuring him, I think, and they got some above average, elite defenders on the ball, and at our place it wasn't as bad. We probably got a few bumps here and there that maybe when you play on the road, you might not get. But that's not that's not a knock on officiating at all. They did a tough job and they did a great job in a tough environment. But that's the difference between a pressing team at home and a road. You're going to get. That's just the reality of life. Okay, that's not has anything to do with Fairmont at IUP. Reality of life is a pressing team at home is a little more effective than they are on the road, and you can all figure out why. But so they did that. He didn't have the same poise and composure. He's a sophomore. He's a good player, but he's got a long way. He's got a lot of growing to do. He's grown a lot this year, but he'll get better then. And then I just thought when we broke the press early on, we didn't play with the pace and the poise that we needed to. That had nothing to do with Dante in that situation. We just either took tougher layups than we're capable of making, or took layups that we're capable of making and didn't make them. So when you don't score against the press, you're in defensive transition, and they're at their best in defensive transition. Their whole thing is they want to speed teams up. They want to get them to play fast and take shots maybe they're not think they can make but can't. And then when we rebound it, we go the other way. The rebounding was the biggest story in the first half, first and foremost. Okay, you get out rebounded by 11 in a half. against a team that can do some other things too. It's going to be a long night. Sorry if I'm lengthy on that. But I'll slow down if you want me to.
You're good.
Kobo and Driz, maybe both of you want to take turns on this one. How tough are they to contend with around the basket?
Okay. Very tough. One of the toughest teams I've played against. They're long and athletic. Like Coach said, they're above average defenders, not even on the ball, just in the paint too. So they definitely change some shots and make you a little bit uncomfortable.
I think during the season we didn't get that much presence. Like they were really big, the 3-man, the 4-man, the center. So I think we weren't used to that kind of intensity and physicality. So I think that was a big part. We weren't used to that kind of physicality in the paint.
I got to get some more scholarships so I can get better walk-ons to portray that when we try to prepare for that pressure. Okay, but that's one of the solutions. So maybe Steve can help on that.
Driz, what's it like for you sitting here tonight? You just played your last game. You've been at IB for 6 years. What are you feeling right now?
Man, I'm feeling, I don't even know what to call it. Feeling so many emotions. It was a fun ride. I wouldn't change anything. Now I'm just gotta get on. I gotta catch up on all my friends. They got 2 years on me. They paying mortgages and bills, and I'm playing college basketball, so I gotta catch up on them now. I gotta play catch up.
I'm going to tell you what he's feeling. Okay, Driz is feeling a great deal of. Obviously I know him really well, and he knows what I'm thinking or saying, and even when I say something different, he knows I'm thinking the other thing, and not quite like your wife. She never knows what you're thinking or saying. Okay, but anyways, but with Driz, he's feeling a great amount of pride. I think he's proud of what he did with how he led this program his senior year, and I'm proud of him. And he's proud of the legacy that he left. It's one of not only success and the leading shot blocker, but that's so far secondary to this young man. It's one of being a great teammate, being a great leader, being an unselfish young man. And he didn't earn that because of his age. He's earned that because of how he goes about treating others and living his life.
You're just coming off a loss in the last game of the season, but can you sit there right now and say, well, you know what, I got six in the top 8 coming back next year, or is that something that has crossed your mind?
No, it doesn't. I mean, obviously it has to cross your mind some because you have to do some recruiting, before the season ends. But it doesn't cross my mind tonight. I mean, I'm just want to enjoy the last moments I have with this group of young men and really have a sense of gratitude for what the opportunities that we were given and how these young men took advantage of it and responding with a lot of class. And it's easy to have class when you win. Okay, when you get your butts kicked, it's a little bit harder. But they fought, they competed, and it's just one more reason I'm proud of them.
You're sitting here at 28-4, and you have a long winning streak during the season, and most games won in the regular season by any IAP team. Did you surprise yourself at all anytime during the course of the season?
No, not really. I mean, we have a set of expectations in the program that we expect to play in the NCAAs. We expect to, compete for championships. And so with that being said, I know we had good talent. And, some of them matured maybe faster, their maturity, and they're able to handle situations. This is probably the youngest team we've ever had. Playing, tonight, having 2 sophomores and a freshman play over 25 minutes. So normally in Division II, it's junior and senior laden. Freshmen, sophomores don't get a chance to play. But, this young man right here is just really involved into a great all-around player, and he's a great teammate. And his emergence didn't shock me, but was a little bit of a pleasant surprise. And I think that and along with some other guys improving catapulted us.
One more.
Kobo, if you could talk about the season you had and the progress you made and the feeling you have with what you guys have coming back for next year.
I think this year we played different than last year, and I think this kind of game helped me to helped me to get better and get more confident in my shots, and I think the way we played helped me all around. So it's more like coaches' fault that I played this good this year.
It's my fault.
But
Now he sounds like my wife. Even when I do something good, it's my fault.
I think it's the way the team was structured helped me the way that I developed.
That's good stuff. Good thing that you're on, Coach. Thanks.
All right, thanks a lot. Appreciate you guys.
You got a second?
Yeah.